If you're lucky enough to live in a city with a metro or tube system, that means that you should take advantage of it and use it to make some interesting street photography. So when I say underground, I mean anything that's connected to the metro system, and that means ticket holes, these tunnels like I'm in right now, trains, escalators, especially elevators, anything really, and you'll get really interesting results. Since this assignment is so widely put, the scope is too big. You want to narrow the scope. And focus on a particular thing that interests you. So you could just pick a particular line. For example, if you're London, you can take a Victoria line and just take images from the Victoria line. Or maybe you can take images of a certain type of person. So person that's dressed a funny way. Or you can take pictures of animals on the tube stations, performers on the tube station. You can, whatever the theme is, whatever you can think of. A really good idea is to experiment with your shutter speed. So that means you should slow down the shutter speed and try to make things that are in focus nice and still, and the rest, that would be the trains probably, nice and blurry, creamy. But to make this thing short, possibilities are endless. It's all up on you.
The lighting can be pretty bad underground, so don't be afraid to increase your ISO. You can get interesting effects using a slow shutter speed to blur the movement of a train while keeping people and other objects sharp. Try using your camera phone to be extra stealthy, but make sure the flash is off. Beware of mixed lighting. Shoot in RAW so you can fine-tune the color balance later. Check the rules about photography on the metro before you start shooting. On the London Underground, for example, photography is generally accepted if you don't use a flash or a tripod, and of course if you don't linger in the same spot for a long time. Elsewhere, you may find that you need to ask the operating company for a permit, or that photography is simply banned.
But I don't really think anyone would mind if you use a tripod or a flash.
Because people just don't mind in general, and that is 100% true. If you blend into the crowd and don't look like a photographer. People's behavior changes if they see someone with a huge camera and a long lens. If possible, use a small camera with a wide-angle lens and don't be too obvious. Okay, so I'm just going through the images, and I have to say that I'm proud of myself that I did actually stick to a theme. Pictures are mostly from the coach and just outside the coach, so I'm happy about that. Also, I'm happy that I experimented a little bit with the slow shutter speed and all that. I just didn't take random pictures. The pictures overall are really good, composed, good quality, I'd say, but I'm always a bit disappointed, especially in this one, because I really like this theme. But it doesn't really matter, because I'm not striving for perfection here. I'm just trying to complete all these challenges and try to make a video fairly consistently, because if I spend too much on one challenge and one video, I will get nowhere. I don't wanna. I just wanna complete this one and go on and go on and go on, and just hope that this quantity is just gonna bring me quality in the end. If that makes sense, maybe it doesn't, but to me it does. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and of course I hope you enjoy the photos as well. Anyways, thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Yo he conocido hombres a base de buscar.